Hello friends. Hi. Good afternoon. So friends, today we are going to start a new topic of BSc second year botany, that is the Markensia. Markensia is included under the group of division Bryophyta. It is having the class Hepatocopsida and order Markensiales, family Markensiaceae, and the genus is Markensia. We can observe here male and female Markensia. So this is the male plant of Markensia and this is the female plant of Markensia. So students, we can conclude that we can guess that the plants of Markensia may be dioecious. So what is meant by dioecious? Dioecious is nothing but the plants which shows the separate plants, that is the male plant and the female plant. Here in first diagram A, here shows the male plant, and in second diagram here I have shown the female plant of Markensia. So how can we know that? So we can observe here Antherradiophore is the male part and the Archegoniophore is the female part. We can observe here the ventral surface shows the rhizoids for attachment and providing water and mineral to the plant. Okay, so afterward we'll discuss about the structure of this Markensia. Let us see here. So this is the Markensia structure of, and I have shown here a rounded structure, that is the gamma cup. Gamete, it is called as a gamete. These are present on a dorsal surface of the Markensia. The occurrence of this Markensia species include about the 65 species which are distributed all over the world, but in India only 11 species are reported. All the species are terrestrial, growing on a moist, shady places, damp soil, mostly on the rocks and the bank of streams, but they are required water for their fertilization. Common Indian species are Markensia polymorphia, Markensia palmata, then Markensia nepalaensis, Markensia indica, and Markensia simlana. All these are the common species. So this is the male plant and this one is the female plant. How can we know? That is, here this is the body of Markensia. It is dichotomously branched, means shows the branching appearance, and the prominent midrib. The dorsal surface is showing a very dark green color and a notch at its apex, and from this notch a structure arises on the male plant, and that is called as a Antherradiophore. This is the Antherradiophore which arises from the thallus. The plant body of this Markensia is thallus-like structure. This one is also thallus-like structure. It is attached to the ventral surface to the soil by the rhizoids. The disc or radial shaped or disc shaped structure arises from the notch of the female plant too, and that is called as a Archegoniophore. Gamma cups are present on the midrib, on the notch. They are useful for vegetative propagation. So let us discuss about the dorsal surface and vegetative structure. Prominent midrib, we can observe here, these are the midribs, and these prominent midribs which deepens at the apex, and we can observe here the notch at the apex. Presence of gamma cup also we can observe here on the midrib, which enclose a number of gamete. Gamete are means of they are useful for asexual reproduction. Sex organs are born on a special upright branches, that is Antheridiophore bears the Antheridia, whereas Archegoniophore bears the Archegonia, that is the female gamete. So we can observe here, friends, ventral surface of this Markensia, which bears the rhizoids and the scale along on the midrib. Rhizoids are also two types and scales are also two types. We will discuss about them. So see here, rhizoids. Rhizoids are unicellular and they are colorless. They are of two types, that is the smooth walled and the tuberculate. Smooth walled, inner walls are smooth. These are the smooth walled, and tuberculate showing the notch. Inner wall shows the papilia like outgrowth. We can observe here, this is the tuberculate rhizoids and this is the smooth rhizoids. Both are unicellular and colorless. So what is the function of rhizoids? They absorb the water and minerals. Now let us discuss about the scales. Scales are also present on the ventral surface of Markensia. They are multicellular. But what is the difference between rhizoids and scale? Scales are multicellular and rhizoids are unicellular. They are multicellular and mostly violet color structure due to the presence of anthocyanin pigments. So in these scales, anthocyanin pigments are present. So the appearance of these scales is violet color. Okay. These scales are also two types, that is the appendiculate and ligulate. So appendiculate, this is the appendicular scale and this one is the ligulate scale. So what is the difference here? Extra projection arises and so what it is called as a appendiculate. Appendiculates have and the apical subroutine appendages and form inner row of the scales. Then ligulate, these are small and without appendages. What is the function of this scale? They protect to the growing point and supply the water by capillary action. Now let us discuss about the air pores which are present on the Markensia. They are barrel shaped. Each pore has 4 to 8 superposed tiers of the cells. Each tiers consist of the ring of 4 to 5 cells. The cells of lowermost tier project innerward, giving to the pore as a shape of star. Appearance: where are these air pores present? Half of the tiers project outward and half of the project tiers are inward. The pores have commonly wide pore passage in the middle than that of the margin. These are analogous to stomata, but they cannot control the pore size like stomata. So, stomata having the capacity to control their size, but these air pores don't have the ability to control their size. They are also present on a dorsal side of the Markensia. So now let us discuss about the anatomy. Anatomy means the internal structure of the Markensia. It shows the two types of the region, upper region and lower region. Upper region is the photosynthetic region, while the lower region shows the storage region. So the photosynthetic region we can observe here, it just lies below the upper epidermis. This is the upper epidermis and these are the air chambers present on the dorsal surface, and these are the chlorophyll pigments here present, and so what, they are photosynthetic in nature. It consists of largest air chambers and uniform in shape and are arranged in a horizontal row. Many are photosynthetic. Here, many of the photosynthetic pigments are present. The filaments are made up of chloroplast containing the cell, and so what, they are photosynthetic. This is all about this photosynthetic region. Now let us discuss about this storage region. It is lies below the photosynthetic region. We can observe here this this storage region is lies below this photosynthetic region. Cells does not show the chloroplast. It devoid of chloroplast and so they does not possess the photosynthesis, and there is no any intercellular space between them. The cells are tightly packed without intercellular space among them. Cells contain starch and protein granules. Then mucilage and oil containing cells are also present. Storage region is thick in the center and tapers towards this margin. So this storage region is thick in the center. Cells of this midrib region are elongated and shows the reticulate thickening. So friends, in next lecture we will discuss about the reproduction of Marchantia. This is the first part of the Marchantia, because the video lecture is getting too much lengthy, and that's why I'll upload another one, part second of this Marchantia. So friends, if you any doubts and query regarding this, ask me in comment section. Till then, bye bye, and please like and share my video. Thank you.